Thank you, Sir Ricky. Sir Ricky, dito na lang po tayo muna. Opo, para mamaya pag may mga tanong. Okay, nakinig ba kayo? Yes. Sige nga, magbigay nga kayo ng isang statistics. Dami na, di ba? So, Sir Ricky, I find your presentation very interesting and very disturbing. Okay? So, I hope you're able to digest what Sir Rick is trying to say. So, he presented the psychosocial aspect of the bill. In microcosm, he presented to us Andy and his family, the ordeals that they have to face every day because they are a big family and because they live in poverty. He also presented what he said, horrible statistics, mga pangit na istatistika. So sinabi niya, meron mga, mas malaki pala ang probabilidad na ang bata ay mag-child labor kapag galing siya sa mas malaking pamilya. Sa grassroots pa lang, may ilan doon na pag sinabi pa lang vasectomy, ibig sabihin pala nung puputulin ng ari, no? So, very disturbing. So, yung psychosocial. I believe at this point, you have several questions for Sir Ricky. Pero I request that you hold on to that questions because we still have a second speaker and the second speaker might be able to answer your questions through his presentation or you might develop new questions for our two speakers. So our next speaker to present the other aspect of the bill, the moral aspect, is Mr. Dave Antenor Cruz, Faculty of the Religious Education Department.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone. When I was given the task by Dr. Ramirez, our department chair, to talk on the moral implications of RH Bill, I decided to formulate my own for this title for my presentation. I formulated the following: from an ethics of obedience to an ethics of responsibility, a critical analysis of a CBCP document entitled Choosing Life, Rejecting the RH Bill. Ito yung pinaka-latest na, one of the latest na documents na binabas ng CBCP. Ang CBCP stands for Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines. No? Let me share with you a text message na hiniram ko sa isang re-ed faculty. Ang nakalagay ay, ito, basahin ko na sandali. HB 4244, Sexual Rights, Reproductive Rights Act, plenary today, including sponsorship speech. Debates will to follow. Please pray. 9 memorares every hour for the non-passage. Thanks. Alam niyo ba kung ano yung memorares? Ang memorares, ito yung sasamahan na birhen kung meron kang hinihiling. No? So, hindi ko alam na meron parang ongoing na plenary ngayon. So, may mga tao talagang they are really helping na huwag talagang ipasa ang RH Bill and they are even imploring divine intervention para hindi maging batas yung bill. Okay? So, you see how serious people are when it comes to the RH Bill. Next slide, please. The document begins by citing the Philippine Constitution. Ito ang maganda sa CBCP document. Ito yung maganda. No? The state values the dignity of every person and guarantees the full respect of human rights. Now, that is a very good start. Next, the state recognizes the sanctity of family life and shall protect and strengthen the family as a basic autonomous social institution. Each shall equally protect the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception. Next slide, please. For me, the best feature of this document is this. The fundamental basis of the document is the following. The ideals and aspirations of the Filipino people and not the basis of specifically Catholic religious teachings. Okay, bakit ito maganda? Ang sinasabi ng CBCP, hindi namin ini-impose yung aming opinion, but we want you to listen to us. And that for me is a very good start. Non-imposing. As leaders, we believe that there is a great form of corruption, namely moral corruption, which is really the root of all corruption. On the present issue, it would be morally corrupt to disregard the moral implications of the RH Bill. This is our unanimous collective moral judgment. We strongly reject the bill. No, that is indeed a very strong statement. No? Now, if you have time, no, kung babasahin niyo yung CBCP document, hindi lang naman isang issue nila. Next slide, please. According to the document, advocates contend the RH bill promotes productive health. The bill certainly does not, hindi daw. It does not protect the health of the sacred human life and that is being formed or born. The very name contraceptive already reveals the anti-life nature of the means that the RH bill promotes. These artificial means are fatal to human life, either preventing it from fruition, abuko, or actually destroying it. And lastly, okay, ito yung isa sa mga issues dito sa document, no, na medyo talagang magtatanong ka na. Moreover, scientists have known for a long time that contraceptives may cause cancer. Para bang unang reaction mo, ha? Scientific ba yan? Medical ba yan? Contraceptives are hazardous to women's health. Okay, you have to keep in mind that artificial contraception is not the only issue in the document. Ang dami pang iba. Abortion, HIV/AIDS, women empowerment, overpopulation, poverty, and even sex education. Now, given only 15 to 20 minutes, I will only focus on artificial contraception. So, yun, take note of the last bullet. Contraceptives may cause cancer. If you notice dun sa huling book, dito sa huli, generalized statement, parang nilahat nila, ng lahat ng artificial contraceptives cause cancer. So, including condoms, tubal ligation, lahat. Okay, next slide please. However, according to a scientific research entitled Toxological Evaluation of Nitrosamines in Condoms by a medical doctor named Dr. Brosh, humans are regularly exposed to nitrosamines from food and tobacco smoke at a dose of which is 1,000 to 10,000-fold higher than expected from condom use. In other words, the risk of the induction of tumors from nitrosamines in condoms is very low. And according to Dr. Prosh, kapag yung mag-asawa ay nagtalik ng 1,500 times in their lifetime, that is 50 sexual contacts a year using a condom, ang nag-travel ng nitrosamine is only 0.9 of a microgram. That is not enough to give the woman ovarian cancer. So, saan kinuha ng CBCP, yung sinasabi ng scientists have said that contraceptives cause cancer. Yan isa pang comment ko sa CBCP document. Walang footnotes, walang endnotes. Meron akong pare na kilala, nagtatrabaho siya sa CBCP. Sabi ko, Father, pakisabi naman sa mga office po natin, next time maglabas sila ng document, maglagay naman sila ng footnotes. Para alam naman natin kung ano yung source ng data nila. Hindi, wala eh. Sino ba yung mga scientists na yun na nagke-claim that the use of artificial contraceptives cause cancer? Okay, another example, tubal ligation. Now, so far in my research at tubal ligation, karamihan o lahat ng mga medical journals na nabasa ko tungkol sa ligation, tubal ligation may even lessen the risk of ovarian cancer. Lessen the risk of ovarian cancer. Kaya siguro ang payo ko lang sa CBCP na next time maglabas ng document, maglagay naman ng footnotes para mapusisi ng maigi yung kanila document. So may payo lang si Dr. Pro sa mga gumagawa ng condoms, no? Hanap na lang ng ibang substances na lang na hindi cancer-causing. So yun ang pinaka-solution. Manufacturers of condoms are advised to use alternative non-carcinogenic substances para talagang wala nang problema. Okay, next slide please. Okay, one of the things I learned sa theological school is that when you read a church document, always read in between the lines. Kung napansin nyo kanina, sabi nila artificial contraceptives cause cancer. I think that is not the only issue. If you read in between the lines, there is something else. What is it? Why does the Catholic Church Magisterium condemns artificial means of contraception? Bakit okay lang sa kanila yung natural method? Bakit yung artificial hindi pwede? You have to go back to church history, 1968, that the title of the document is Humani Vitae, issued by Pope Paul VI. There is a provision that states that sexual intercourse that is deliberately contraceptive is intrinsically wrong. According to theologians and church historians, Humani Vitae is one of the most controversial documents issued by the Catholic Church. Kung babasahin niyo yung Humani Vitae, maraming magandang nakasulat sa Humani Vitae. Yun nga lang, pagdating sa Article 14, what made the document controversial is the use of the term intrinsically wrong. Ngayon, kung wala kang background sa moral theology at philosophy, mahirap maintindihan yan. Tandaan na, ang gumawa ng Humani Vitae are theologians and philosophers. Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng intrinsically wrong? Very simple. You cannot justify the act no matter how good the intention is and regardless of situation. It is always wrong, it is always evil, it's absolutely wrong. So there is no way to justify the use of artificial contraceptives. It is intrinsically wrong. By its very nature, it is wrong. No matter how good the intention is, regardless of the situation. So, mahigpit ang Humani Vitae. Next slide. Slide please. The direct interruption of the generative process already began to be absolutely excluded. Take note of the word absolutely. As lawful means of regulating the number of children. This is a norm without exception. It's a 1968 document. It's a 1968 document, pero siguro somewhat at the back of the minds of the bishops sa CBCP, yung document na yan, nasa isip nila. Tsaka, sigurado ako na alam naman nila yung Humani Vitae. Therefore, the natural purpose of the marital act or sex in marriage is procreation. Okay, from this point, every time you see the marital act, I'm referring to sex in marriage. I'm not referring to pre-marital sex. Sex in marriage. And this is what makes my presentation very interesting because now we have the three-letter word. We have the three-letter word. Ang nakakatuwa na pag nagtuturo ko ng RE, pagdating sa topic ng human sexuality, ay walang uma-absent. Walang uma-absent talaga. Yung mga medyo nilalagnat, mapasok talaga eh. O inom lang ng gamot. Sige, alam niyo kung bakit? Unang-una, maraming tanong. Pangalawa, lahat gusto mong salita. Gusto magbigay ng opinion tungkol sa, the three-letter word. Okay lang yan. Pinapayagan mong salita ang estudyante ko sa klase. So, let us continue please. Okay, contraceptive. Itong interpretation ni Father Bernard Hari, one of my favorite theologians. No? Sabi niya, contraceptive act is always a great moral wrong regardless of the circumstance. Why? Because it is intrinsically wrong. This is God's law inscribed in human persons and confirmed by revelation. Those who doubt or deny this deny God's holiness and reject the teachings of the church as well as their own conscience. Wow, matinding interpretasyon niya. So ano yung sabihin niya? Ethics of obedience. Whatever the church teaches, you simply follow without question. Intrinsically wrong nga. You simply follow